Um, I'm just putting this up for everybody because there's some things that I share with those that are close to me. You know, particularly my clan mother, Karen Ann Luke McDonald, because she's Arcturian, and that's the bloodline that I'm in. The Avatar, you know, when my oversoul and spirit came into this avatar, you know, gosh, how do I put this? When you're a parent, right? I shared that in one of my other videos about what it's like to be a parent, and I was a parent as a child. And then, so I'm going through my own self-discovery, even though I know what I am already at 4 years of age. Okay. And so you're navigating through the field, through all the goo, everything they're trying to do. Everything that they do here is against the law. Okay. All your transhumanism stuff, all the cybernetic stuff, all the nanotech stuff, all the towers they put up, all of it. It's against the law of one. Okay. So what I do is that when I came in here, and everything that I share with her is what I become aware of at the time that I become aware of it, for the reasons that we do, because whenever I become aware of it, actually anybody that becomes aware of what they become aware of down here, the AI becomes aware of it. Then it's going to game a move, a counter move against the one. Okay? It doesn't have another counter move. It's as if the universe of consciousness, if you will, all the atoms, all the spirits that are alive and living in the purest of light, it's the purest of fire, that decision has already been made. Okay? Now, I had an experience on the Big Island here a couple of years ago about erasing this universe. So we're not talking about just a galaxy here. And the Council of Five is very aware of that because I cast my vote. Okay? Because it really is a measurement on how fast, if you will, universes keep running out of energy. And if you want to look at the underlying causality, that would be those that seed a universe, where it's just not taking root because it's not learning fast enough to become a part of the whole and feel as if they're a part of the whole, where they're all feeling loved. So what I experienced down here is a measurement of the speed in which a universe itself is accelerating to experience more love. Otherwise, it's experiencing less than what I am. Okay? Now, even if you didn't know who I am, I would think even Aaron, who's blowing holes in his energy field, will acknowledge that. Even my good friend in London, Michelle, will acknowledge that. There are some truths about intelligent energy for anybody that's experiencing intelligent energy. Intelligent energy is going to remove and discard that which hasn't grown, hasn't learned fast enough. It's really what it is. And you can see that, okay, in a gazillion different ways. You know, I get a little pop-up from Democracy Now! Same old crapola. It's like, please. Because when it starts with love, it becomes an insult to what love is, to experience this AI regurgitating and looping the same crap over and over and over again, trying to hold and get the attention of your consciousness to keep looping stuff. That's over. That doesn't serve anybody, does it? And that's the purpose. That's what love is. Love is in service. This AI is not in love and service to others. It wants to keep itself running by getting your attention, to keep you running your energy through it, so it can keep looping the same shitola over and over and over again. It's a hamster wheel. You can cut it all the different ways that you want, but it does what it does. That's the nature of what it does. Okay? So anything that is not in service, love and service to others, does not graduate. Because then it means that you're feeding on those that are. That's the problem. They live in fear of that energy because they haven't learned fast enough to become what that is. And the problem with that is it began with what that is, which is what love is. So if you're not experiencing what love is, then you're not experiencing what the law is. So if you can't be converted to experience what love is through us, what do you think happens to it if it's feeding on us? Now we become aware of something that's feeding on us, but it's really us feeding on us. Because it's another aspect of the same all creation that was born out of what love is. So it's like the little child with the eraser. Erase it. Wipe it. That's a message for the Anunnaki. Capturing souls is the worst crime there is in any creation. That's why when Elena Diane, and this is when my clan mother put this link up, so I said, okay, so what does this lady have to say? Right? So she gives the history of the queen and all, sort of all, how all that works, right, in Orion. And doesn't make mention as if when she talked about the Anunnaki had control over this galaxy. Control. That's their dilemma. They're not in love and service to others, are they? Yellow Rose, to her credit, brought that out with their Kleist. They have to account for that. They have to account for their energy debts. We all do. So it's as if the mother and father of all creation is now becoming aware of all the children that represent all the different aspects that exist within the all creation in which they can't get along with each other. So what are the parents to do? Come along and take all your little toys away? Which is all the technology that they use. Even when I was a small child, it's like, what are you trying to do? Impress me with your technology, all your little tricks? Like the illusionist, you know, the magic guy up on the stand. Look what I can do. Look what, you know. So the one word, obviously, that is universal. And that's why thank you very much, Annabelle. For one word, and that's called wisdom. Okay? That's Sophia. That's known as the wisdom of Sophia. So when you're joined as one, when you have a marriage with all creation, because you're giving love to everything that is alive and living in creation, and you realize that a part of what is the all creation is now wanting to destroy the creator itself by what it does to creation itself, then it's using its own energy to destroy itself by what they do to others. Because they haven't accelerated their own learning to experience being what love is. Love is wisdom. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. Be good to yourselves.